I welcome you all for my video presentation. This is for Module 5, uh, Assignment 2, Designing a Rubric for an Assessment Instrument. It is a continuation of my previous Assignment 1, Module 5, Assignment 1. So about me, myself, Prakash, Assistant Professor from Department of Mechanical Engineering, College Engineering, Madurai, Tamil Nadu. So the background details of the chosen assessment instrument is currently I am handling the course called non-traditional machining process. The course code is 22 MEPM0, and this is I tried for my continuous assessment test one, and I conducted that exam. But for assignment purpose, I re-modified the questions. So the revised version I am using for this assignment. The target audience are third year B mechanical students, sixth semester students. The duration is 1 hour 45 minutes and the examination total mark is 60. The purpose of assessment is to assess the students' understanding of non-traditional machining process, their ability to explain characteristics, select suitable mechanical and thermoelectrical energy-based process, and apply knowledge to real-world engineering problems. So from this purpose, you must know that there are three things. One is understand its Bloom's level, it's level 2, understand categories. The students should understand non-traditional machining process and explain the characteristics, and the students should select suitable mechanical or thermoelectrical based process, and they need to connect with the real world engineering problems. So there are six course outcomes for this cat. We followed first three. So CO1, CO2, CO3. Again, the course outcome one deals with the understand category, explain the characteristics. Course outcome two and three are in apply level. We need to select suitable mechanical based and thermoelectric energy based method. So for this question, for 60 marks, it is allocated in three parts, part A, part B, part C. Generally, part A comes with the remember category, part B comes with the understand category, part C comes with the apply level. So normally in our institution, we follow apply as a either or choice, C1 or C2 or C3. This is a questions wise split up marks. So the CO1 carries 10, CO2, CO3 carries 25, 25, total is 60 marks. And this is my revised examination pattern. So A1, A2, as I said earlier, part A has a remember category. I decided in six questions, A1 to 6, and I follow the fill in the blacks for A1. It is a factual property. Again, the matching, it is correct. It is used to identify the correct process characteristics. And then the stating function, listing, abrasives, writing limits. These are my recall purposes we used. The part B, it is comes with understand category. I follow the uh, clear rule that the student should write the equation only and applies knowledge to debugging scenario. And it is also part B2. It describes the key difference. B3 explain the vacuum. And the C1 or C2, it's either or choice. I am going to say some example, and the student should apply his knowledge and identify that what type of mechanical based non-traditional machine used for this given applications. So it may apply AJM, abrasive jet machining, or ultrasonic machining, or C3, C4. It's a thermoelectric, so we use wire cut electrical discharge machining and EDM. Again, for rubrics, so rubrics, I have designed analytical rubrics with four performance levels. One is the exemplary, it's the extraordinary, proficient, developing, and it should be beginner. Again, I have a four indirect criteria. For part A, I use knowledge and recall. As I said, remember category. I am going to analyze what are the accuracy and the completeness of the factual answers. And part B, it's a conceptual understanding and analysis. It is the ability to explain reasons, compare process and analytical cause and effect. The part C, it's application oriented and problem solving. So you're able to select appropriate process, sketch, justification, justifying parameter, and reason about the limitations. And communication, how the students presented in the answers. These are these four criteria I'm going to follow. Under the four rubrics I follow the exam to beginning. So this is the rubrics I created. So as I said earlier, I have a four criteria. Part A, Part B, Part C. Part A, I'm going to check the knowledge and recall. Part B, I'm going to check the understanding. Part C, I'm going to check how the students applied, whether he applied correct methodology or not. And the final one is a communication and presentation. I use it for four scale ratings: beginning, developing, proficient, exemplary. If you consider knowledge and recall, all answers are it should be put in means I put 4. Some deviations I may reduce the mark 3 to 1 like that. The same way for applications are, if you select the correct answer, you need to give. But if he choose the wrong answer, but he tried to identify, I may give some value. Again, I'm giving the partial mark for that. And the communications, the sketches are very clear. It should be readable. I'm giving the 4 mark. If it is any variation, I may change the marks. So these are my rubrics part. Rubrics part. So again, so how I scored there, as I said earlier, I'm going to make a four scale rating. So maximum 60 marks I may get it, and I will convert the 100. So if I say exemplary means it may comes 14 to 16. So 87.100% is exemplary, proficient, developing, beginning. If the student got less than 7, so it may be the beginning level. Okay, how I create the rubrics. So first I identify the assessment instrument and the revised exam for assignment 1, which has a part A, part B, and part C. And then I decided the 4 criteria: knowledge recall, conceptual understanding analysis, application problem solving, and finally is a communication, how he is going to present. So for each criteria, I wrote 4 performance levels, which means exemplary, proficient, developing, and the beginning. So I made sure that descriptors are specific and observable, not vague words like good or poor. It's a very qualitative or very vague word. So I'm not using those words. And for example, the application criteria, I decide actually what student must do. Select the right process, draw a labeled sketch, list the parameter, and justify. It gives an entire scheme. So the students should select the process, and he need to draw a labeled sketch. He need to note the all the parts and parameter and justify why he select this. These are the student. And the most challenging part I faced, there are two challenges. The most challenging part was writing a clear and distinct descriptors for each level. Even though I understand very clearly, but I need to communicate those people, my students. So it's very challenging part. I need to convert what are the instruction, clear instruction. So it's difficult to decide whether a separate proficient from developing. I had common mistakes. Students make such as missing one parameter is missing several. And another challenge I face is whether the rubric is for and not too strict, right? So I wanted to reward partial understanding, so while still expecting excellence. So also balancing of 4 criteria was very, very tricky. So I have equal weight to maximum 4 points because all are important. But in real examinations, I might give some weightage to part C. Again, it's apply level. So I decided to keep it simple for this exercise. So how AI can help consistently? Again, AI, I used a few AIs. Commonly, I use ChatGPT. It's very helpful for designing and refining rubrics. So for example, I could ask AI generate 4 performance law for the criteria application mechanical engineering examination. I give the prompt. It gives some idea, but the basic technical part I know. So I modify those rubrics and all. Additionally, AI check whether the rubric is balanced or not. I'm asking few prompt. So he gives some answers. So I need to answer. And the AI can generate exams of students work at each level, how students are thinking, all those process I can visualize with the help of AI. But I'm very clear that I use AI as a brainstorming assistant, not for the final decision maker. So I am the final decision maker because I am teaching the content. I know what my students able, so I can manage that. To summary, I created analytical rubrics with 4 criteria and 4 performance level. The most challenging part was writing the distinct descriptors. AI can be valuable tool to generate drafts, improving wordings, and check consistency. So finally, AI is a brainstorming assistant, not a final decision maker. So thank you all.